In this video, we're going to look at the design settings. So this is the main settings and styling for your design. So controlling background colors, default fonts, colors, and links. To access this menu, we just need to hop over to settings. And you can see they're all presented on one screen. So if we open up some of these menus, we can see we've got a load of styling options. Now, right at the top is our layout type: fixed, hybrid, and letter. At the moment, we can see this is in hybrid, so we'd recommend this for most use cases. This is where your content sits in a frame in the middle, but the background color expands the entire width. So as an example, on our design here, our content sits in the middle of the screen, but our background gray here expands all the way to the edges. That's hybrid, and it looks really nice for modern designs. In addition to that, we have fixed. Now, fixed is where your content sits in a frame in the middle, but we can change the overall background color of this by adjusting the body. So let's set it to a strong black. Okay, so we can see our traditional layout is here, where we have our content in the middle with a black background color. Let's hop back to hybrid. And finally, we have letter. So letter is designed for a text-based mailer where you don't really have any graphics or advanced styling. So if you want to create something that looks very similar to an Outlook style email that you've typed yourself, we'd go for letter. But if you want something more fancy like this one, I'd recommend going for hybrid. In addition to that, we have control over the design width. So at the moment, we can see our content sitting in a 600 pixel wide frame. If you want to make this wider, you can do so, and you can see our content is now expanding out. Or alternatively, we can drag that right down. And if you want to go back to the default, just hit reset. Now, for most use cases, we'd recommend 600 pixels wide. That's the industry standard and best suited for most email readers, but you do have the ability to customize that if you want. And as we scroll down here, we've got control over the default font that we're using. So at the moment, with size 16, black Helvetica. Now, if you wanted to bump that up to a bigger font, you can see that all our font is now changing. This is really handy, as this is one place you can go to swap your uniform default styles. And finally, we have our link color. So link color is set to black, bold, and underline. Now, if you wanted that to stand out a little bit more, let's go to the traditional blue, and perhaps we just wanted it in bold, not underline. So now when you create any hyperlinks, they will use this blue and in bold. Now let's just change that back. And finally, this section at the bottom, headings. So inside the design, you have up to 4 heading styles available. Let's open heading 1. If we look at this design, you can see we've got a heading here and a heading here. This is perfect where you wish to add text, set it as a heading, and it will look the same throughout your design. So perfect for consistency. So at the moment, we can see this is in size 27, black and center aligned. So if we drop this over to left aligned, we can see that this heading's just moved, and we can put them back. And also we can bump up the font size if you want it to make a little bit bigger. But we've got loads of other customization options here. Also, we're in normal mode for these headings. If we swap over to advanced mode, you see you've now got the additional optional extra of mobile size. So if the campaign is being viewed on a mobile screen, which is quite small, perhaps a size 29 heading, whilst that looks great on desktop, is a little bit big for mobile, so we can drop that down. It just gives you that increased customization ability for those smaller screens to get your campaign looking just how you want. And if you wanted to add a new heading, we just need to hop over to content text, and we can add some text, for example. As we key in our text, we could just highlight it, and up here we've got heading 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we click heading 1, there we go. We're now using our heading 1 styling straight away. Okay, that's a quick look at how you can set the global styling inside your campaign.